Hello everyone, welcome to Java tutorial. Today our topic is variable. So what is a variable or what are variables and types of variables? Then we will cover the data types in Java and after that different types of data types. Now, what is variable? So variables are the memory locations are the name of the memory locations. The variables are used to store the values. These variables are used to store the values. They are the name of the memory locations. So there are three types of variables in Java. One is local variable, another is instance variable, then static variable. First one, what is local variable? Local variables are the variables which are defined inside the methods. So those variables which are created inside the method are known as local variables. Their scopes are within the method. Their scope is within the method. We cannot access them outside that method. So local variables are the variables of the methods or functions. After that, we have instance variable. These are the variables which are defined outside the methods and inside a class. And these instance variable are non-static variables or non-static fields of the class. Then we have static variables. These static variables are the static fields inside the class. So what is the difference between instance variable and static variable? These static variables, the scope of this static variable is within the class, and scope of this instance variable is within the object. These variables are defined. Static variables are defined with the help of keyword static. Static means it belongs to the class, and instance variable belongs to the object. In a different object, this value of this instance value will be different. But in different object, the value of the static variable will be same because it belongs to the class and this instance variable belongs to the object. Objects are the carbon copies of the class and they will contain the static value. They will contain the same static value in all the objects. So there are three types of variable. One is local variable, instance, and static variables. After that, we have data types. These data types are used to define different types of variables as per the requirement. So data can be of different type. It can be of boolean, character, byte, float, or so. In order to store different types of data, we have different types of available data types. So one is primitive data types and another is non-primitive data types. Primitive data types are the basic data types like boolean, char, byte, short, int, long, float, double. These are the examples of the primitive data types. They are same as we have in C++ and in C. Then we have non-primitive data types. These are the data types which are derived from the primitive data types like string, character, the string, array, etc. The primitive data types, the basic data types which are available in Java is boolean. This boolean data types can contain the value true or false. Its size is one bit, either 0 or 1. Then we have char. It is used to store the character value and default value is /u in Unicode. Then we have byte. It can store the 1 byte. Short. Again, it is 2 bytes. Then int, it is 4 byte. It can store the integer value. Then we have long, 8 byte, float, 4 byte, and double, 8 byte. And these are their respective default values. For long, 0L, for float, 0.0F, for double, 0.0D. For integer, byte, short, and int, we have 0 default value. So these all are the basic data types or primitive data types. And non-primitive data types are string array. String is a collection of characters, and then array is the collection of similar types of data types. So they are used. We will cover this topic in detail. So today in this session we have covered what are variables, different types of variables, what are data types, different